Time to get a little bit stalky. What's up, socials? Happy Sexy Wednesday. Today I want to talk to you about one of my favorite Google extensions for Chrome that will help you get to know a little bit quicker who you're dealing with when you get a new email. If you're not familiar with a Google Chrome extension, it's essentially a little tool that makes your browser a little bit more fun to work with. Firefox has plugins, Safari probably has something fancy for their name, but essentially it adds functionality that your browser didn't already have. One of my favorites is Classic Retweet. I love that extension because it makes me able to retweet the old-fashioned way. I also love my buffer extension, my pocket extension, all these things that help me deal with those platforms more quickly without me having to leave the tab that I'm on. But the one I want to talk to you about today is called Rapportive. Rapportive is a fantastic Google Chrome extension. Notice how I said it twice. What it does is it works with your Gmail and it will tell you who you're dealing with every time you get a new email. What do I mean by that? Well, if you have your pane open with your new email and that email address shows up for that person and they have other social accounts, maybe a LinkedIn account with their title and their company, anything that's linked to that email address on other platforms will show up in this pane. So you'll see what their last tweets were, what their last Facebook post was, what they are doing on LinkedIn, what their title is, and all that stuff will be in a panel on the side of the email that you got from them. So if you don't know who the person is, you can see all this information about them and you can see some of their social activity without even leaving your inbox. If you do know who the person is, you can just stalk whatever their latest social activity is. You also have the ability to follow them in pretty much all of these places right there in the panel as well. So instead of going over to Twitter, punching in their Twitter handle, all that kind of stuff, you don't have to do it. Rapportive allows you to do it right there in screen. This has been so useful for me because I get emails from people constantly that I don't know, and I want to look into you a little bit. I want to get to know you a little bit before I reply to your email or submit a response to a request that you have and that kind of stuff, and this panel makes it so much easier for me to do just a little bit more research. I highly suggest you check this out, especially for Google Chrome and Gmail users. I'm not 100% sure if it works with other email platforms. I know Outlook couldn't possibly be an option, but in terms of like Yahoo or Hotmail or something, I really doubt it. But if I'm wrong, somebody leave that in the comments and let us know what other email platforms that Rapportive can work with. You got to use this thing. It'll save you so much time. That's all for today's socials. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. As always, make sure you tweet with me at Schmittastic and at SavvySexySocial, and of course we'll be commenting below, so do that as well. Let me know if you're using Rapportive and what you think of it. And also, I will be back tomorrow for Social Thursday, and then Friday we're back on iTunes and Stitcher for the Marketing Lifestyle Show, our friendly little weekly podcast. So I hope I will see you in all those places. See you tomorrow.